Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Spencer. I'm a candidate for state rep here in Derry, and I just wanted to bring you the first of what I hope will be a series of short videos just to talk about some of the issues we're seeing here in Derry and around the state. So today we're going to touch on a couple of quick issues, but it's going to start with a project of the Derry Net Zero Task Force. So being net zero basically means producing as much energy as you consume. And the task force put together a project plan that would build a 1 megawatt solar farm on an old landfill site in Derry. And according to a 2018 article, it would have the ability to produce 80 to 90% of the needed usage for the Department of Public Works here in town, and up to 40% of the town's overall needs. So thinking even bigger, the task force would really like to have a 5 megawatt farm, which would meet all the electrical needs for the town and schools. So this would mean savings for the town, which ultimately means savings for us as taxpayers. So great, we're lowering taxes or saving on taxes. Why aren't we doing this? Well, unfortunately, that project has been put on hold due to New Hampshire's current net metering laws. So real quick on net metering. If you have a home that's producing solar power, any excess or surplus of energy that is produced by that solar setup will be sent back to the grid, which is controlled by the energy companies, and sent down the line to provide someone else some energy. And then at times when there is no solar power being generated, like at night, then that home would take their energy from the grid. So if overall you have a home that is using less energy from the grid than it supplies, then they receive a credit and it kind of get paid for that usage in the form of a credit on their bill for whatever usage they have. If that home is using more energy from the grid than it supplies to the grid, then they pay for that extra energy at the normal rate that the rest of us pay for energy. So it sounds okay, right? Sounds pretty fair. And it is okay for homeowners and for a business or entity that has a small solar project. But when you start to get into larger projects, the rules change a little bit. And big suppliers like towns, like Derry, are actually paid less for the energy that they send back to the grid, while the utility companies that they sell that energy to are still able to collect the same rate for their end users. So this works out pretty well for the energy companies, but not so well for those that are trying to protect the environment and look to the future. So we need to change our net metering laws here in New Hampshire so that large solar projects are not punished for being forward-thinking, trying to preserve our environment and using alternate energy sources to do so. So here's the next issue and the last issue, is that legislators have tried to change our net metering laws, only to have those efforts vetoed by the governor. So unfortunately, it seems that it's probably not a coincidence that some of the governor's larger donors are energy companies. This is a prime example of the need to get money out of politics so that legislatures can do what is right for their constituents without having to worry about making money for their larger donors. This is, again, a prime example, but just one of many examples of how money in politics is negatively impacting our environment, our well-being, and our state's economy. I'm hoping I can count on your vote in September and November to get to Concord and help be part of the solution to this. If you want to get some more information or check my facts, I have posted some links to some articles in the resources section of my website, erinspencer.org. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.